Okay, so this is my second rant video. It's been a little while since my God Eater video, which actually did really well. I've been waiting for ages for something to come up to rant about, and this definitely seemed to grind my gears appropriately for it. So I hope you'll enjoy it, and I hope everyone gets as triggered as last time. Enjoy. Okay, so as you may know, a large proportion of my channel comments are suggestions for new videos. Most often they are requests for Legend series and Maps from Hell videos. If you've ever seen comments like these, then you may also be aware that they piss me off quite a lot. I'll spend 6 to 8 hours writing, voicing, editing and uploading a video, and before people have even watched any of it, they use the comment section to just spam for videos they want to see without actually, showing some appreciation towards what I've just spent my entire day making. Overly requesting a Sunix, Truster and Wuxi Legend series is one thing, but it's the retards that demand I make stupid videos on stupid things that trigger me the most. For example, Riot's buffed Bloodbath. A few months ago, Riot revealed a buffed version of Bloodbath, and then suddenly some total retard wanted a documentary on it. Hey guys, C1997 here and welcome to Maps from Hell. Today we're going to be talking about Buffbath. It is a buffed version of Bloodbath that Riot cancelled 2 days after announcing it. Thanks for watching. You know what, I should actually start doing shit like that. I better get 40,000 views on a video like that as it is. But yeah, you get my point. What I'm talking about today is a stupid, ridiculous level that everyone seems to want me to cover as if it's the next Yatagarasu. Yes, I'm talking about the 5-minute pile of dog shit known as Exasperation by a player named Thycket. About 2 months ago, I did a GD Theories episode on if I think Silent Club Step could ever be verified. It was super popular, a massive hit, and only the second GD Theories to reach 100,000 views. However, on this video I got a weird comment. Shit, somebody decorate and verify Exasperation. Naturally, I didn't think anything of this because there are a ton of comments and I usually just skim through them. The use of the word decorate in that sentence as well made me think that whatever Exasperation is, it's probably just another one of those shitty dog whiff layouts everybody gets overly hyped about that I ironically took the piss out of in my last video. So moving on, I released a Legend series video about Blast, and sure enough I got another comment. In the next video, talk about Exasperation. And surprise surprise, our friend Frambenmo's account looks exactly as I suspect the kind of person asking for an Exasperation video would look like. Back to the GD Theories on Silent Club Step a month later, I get another comment. I have a suggestion. You should theorise whether or not Exasperation by Thycket can be verified legit. Fast forward a few weeks and I release my first rant on God Eater. Someone says, the same thing is going to happen with Exasperation. By this point, I'm actually wondering, what is Exasperation? I keep up to date with the major creators and it is my job to look for upcoming levels for G-News. What is this level I've apparently missed? So I give Geometry Dash Exasperation a quick search into YouTube, and I instantly see my two least favourite tabs in Geometry Dash being Impossible Level and Layout. So I closed the tabs, discarded these ridiculous suggestions, burned my computer, moved it out the country, and that was that. But very much like terminal cancer, Exasperation didn't go away. One comment after another, I was struggling to ignore the Exasperation comments, requesting stupid documentaries on it. But I was just ignoring them and moving on. But then recently, I was watching Geometry Dash Galath's video on upcoming Extreme Demons. And what do I see in the comments of that video? Loads of bloody spam comments about Exasperation. I really did fail to understand why people were so hyped about it. It was a bog standard impossible level, and it's a layout for sake. I was beginning to get more and more pissed off, and I started to plan this rant. But unfortunately, I knew that to rant about it, I'd have to learn more about it. So I went back to YouTube and gave it another search, and this is where the mystery began to unravel. The first video was by the creator himself, Thycket, and it is called Near Impossible Demon Layout, Exasperation Layout, no clip cuts, no effort, I made this for views, the community is so stupid they will actually like this. Ugh, this already looks shit. But you know what, let's give it a watch. I'm sure if this many people are hyped about it, it's going to be a pretty epic layout. I'm sure it'll be really fast paced music, I'm sure it'll have an epic song, I'm sure it'll be really well decorated. Okay, stop. What the f is this? Like, what the hell? Is this a parody or something? What's with the f***ing music? Okay, so far I'm really not on board. Let's see what else Exasperation has to offer. Okay, not gonna lie, this kind of reminds me of something out of my broadcast interruptions conspiracy cases episode. It looks like something someone would hijack a TV show with. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? Don't you get it? Don't you get it? Okay, why the f does Thycket think just putting slopes on the music drops is good building? You know what? F this. I'm skipping ahead. I'm not sitting through 5 minutes of this dog shit. Okay, you know what? This is the worst level I've actually ever seen. I wish I'd done my layout parody video on Exasperation, because even if Anathema is a bit underdecorated to warrant 60,000 views, it's bloody head and shoulders above this piece of shit. And this crap has 131,000 views. Okay, I'm done. I'm not watching this video anymore. Man, why am I actually so triggered? Why? I don't understand why I'm so triggered by a simple layout. Could it be that the community has rewarded this shitstorm with over $100 in ad revenue? Could it be because it's literally copy and pasted gameplay for 5.5 minutes? No, it's actually because of the song, and this is the only place I can give this level credit. I used to think that this was a black and white layout that stopped and started simply because Thycket was lazy and a bad creator. And this may be true, but the annoying thing is, this shitty style actually works quite well with the horrendous sexual assault on your ears that is the song. I mean, if a school shooter ever had a tailored ASMR track, this would be it. The song makes you feel uncomfortable, on edge, and by my standards, really triggered. It's incredibly psychological, so I mean, you could give some credit to the DJ, but I genuinely just think he was like mashing his head against the keyboard rather than looking to do anything, you know, psychological. What even is this song called anyway? Let's see. It's called Party's Over, Pizza Pie Circle Jerk by Baron Von Bad Guy. See, even the song name is as retarded as the track itself. Ugh, I actually hate being a Geometry Dash YouTuber. So, with my mind fully raped and myself fully triggered, I decided to carry on digging for some reason. Even though this was a layout that had simply got layout syndrome, I really struggled to understand why Exasperation seemed to have some sort of fan base. So, I went on to the next video on the results and, oh god, now, well that's why it's got fans. F***'s sake. Tosh Deluxe, why do you do this? Many of you remember that Tosh once did a series of impossible levels in semi-auto form, and for a while, around the time of Silent Circles, hype for these levels was at an all-time high, and Tosh made loads of views and loads of money and just did loads of them. Well, when Tosh got his 144Hz monitor with all that money, and was actually able to make a career as a decent Geometry Dash player, he sort of buried the Silent and Impossible Levels series, to which Cyrillic got very upset and tried to make a desperate grab for relevance which fell flat on his face. Well, I don't know if Tosh's rent for his house has gone up or something, but about 2 months ago he brought back the Impossible Levels series, and it really has seemed to bring him in a lot of views again. I can't remember precisely, but it was either this one or another one that was the first impossible level he brought back. And he called this video the most confusing impossible level ever, and basically got himself over 100,000 views with an auto level. I can only assume that this is where Exasperation fanboys have come from, because it doesn't seem like they could have come from anywhere else. Tosh's video put some actual character into the level, as it was one smooth auto run. It was definitely a nicer and more consistent replay, but still, this sort of stuff is really annoying. So what else is there to say? Well, unfortunately, there's more. After Tosh and Thycket released their successful videos, this level was left in the hands of the community through a copyable. Thycket never actually released the level as it was an undecorated layout, but when he did release the copyable, we saw a stream of very unentertaining, shitty runs on the level, and this is where the original comment asking for the GD theories on if Exasperation could ever be verified legitimately came from. After some players made short runs on the level, a player named T-Crafter beat the level in practice mode, which is pretty impressive for what Exasperation is, but it's also pretty pointless. But this wasn't the end. This prompted people to believe it could be done, and so some of the community started to mull over the idea of a possible rebirth. As if we need another rebirth of a shit level. I started looking into this potential rebirth, and what I found originally was this level on the GD server. Someone had taken the Exasperation copy and had added some decoration, and to my surprise it actually wasn't terrible. I know it's simplistic, but this cyber design on a black and white colour scheme actually works quite well, especially with the type of level and theme that Exasperation has. It's still dog shit and a complete waste of time, don't get me wrong, but it was beginning to show some cool side effects. Moving forward, I went to YouTube where I had seen people talking about a possible rebirth version of Exasperation, and I looked for evidence of this, and I found it. I found a video by a player named Drawback, and he was building a part in a collab with Thycket himself, so I can only assume this is the original layout getting decoration rather than a rebirth. Drawback's part was very meh. It wasn't very good. However, it got him 23,000 views, and the like to dislike ratio was really good for an Exasperation video, as more people were getting behind this. I then carried on looking, and I found a video by a player named GreyCatGD, and he seemed to have built a part too. I wasn't really expecting much, and it kind of feels like this is becoming a mega collab. But I then looked at this video and wait. It's actually good. GreyCat actually managed to make his part in Exasperation look half decent. I was really surprised by this. It took the style I thought was quite good and really built on it, and I actually really like this part. It's a shame that it's in a terrible level like Exasperation, but I mean, good job to GreyCat. He actually deserves his likes and views. I am actually somewhat impressed. So wait, does this mean Exasperation is actually here to stay? Well, unfortunately, it does look like it. Originally, I thought it was just a cancerous layout people were overhyping with no grounds to, but upon looking into this collab rebirth, it actually looks as if this might be a thing. I know it's not exactly got famous creators behind it, but don't forget Phobos was started by randoms who weren't famous, and look where that is now. Am I saying Exasperation will be the next Phobos? No, because the gameplay is still absolute dog shit. I don't just mean that because it's extreme, I mean that because the gameplay is completely boring and unoriginal and mostly copy and pasted. And this level is generally too stop-start given the music. I mean, the music is good with the psychological way it plays on your mind, but for a GD level, it literally just warrants too many slow points and too much stopping, and it just doesn't work. It's just a stupid venture. But unfortunately, it really does look like this could become a thing. Maybe it would die out, just like loads of other stupid ideas have, but I really worry that this could become sort of the people's clickbait level, as montages spring up of it, just like they did with God Eater and Black Blizzard. But the thing is, if this is a more community-based level that gets ripped to shreds for ad revenue, then this could become way bigger and more nuclear, because people don't actually feel like they're stealing from a big player, they'll just be stealing from each other. So yeah, I really do worry about where this could go. Oh well. At least after this is done, we can just let it go. At least after this, there'll be nothing more on Exasperation, and we can just forget about. Oh no! For f***'s sakes, there's already a version 2. Resentment. What the f***? Oh my god, this looks even worse. And it sounds even worse. Ugh, I hate this community so much. No, you know what? I'm not biting. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and feel free to subscribe, as it saves my shit dying channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.